There's a man named Ron Cleveland, you know he's the real deal, real deal. Out in the wild, casting lines where the water meets the reel. He's got a heart full of fire and hands that build with pride. In his garage late at night, where the dreams come alive. Ooh, dreams come alive, oh yeah, yeah. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the show. Ron's the kind of guy who'll light up a grill with a sizzle and a laugh, got that backyard thrill. He's out there on the weekends, pitching up the tent, living life his own way, every single cent well spent. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the show. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. From the garage to the river, with friends by his side. Tune in and join Ron, it's a hell of a ride. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Oh, sit back and enjoy the round chair, pour a drink and let's sit a while. Ron Cleveland's live, bringing country style, with friends in the mix and the grill in between. This is Ron Cleveland's world, where life is serene. And the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. The garage to the river, with friends by his side. Tune in and join Ron, it's a hell of a ride. He's fishing, camping, grilling with a smile on his face. Worked his way through hell just to find his place. A loving husband and a man who never quits. Welcome to Ron's Stream, where the good times always fit. Enjoy the show. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found. Through the storms and the trials, he stood his ground. Now he's out in the wild, where peace can be found.
While Brad was watching television, I filled my box up to the top.
Thank you, Randy. It's nice to know I have one perfect child.
I do what I can. I filled my box up to the top.
Hey, stop that. If I hear any fighting, there's going to be liver for dinner.
Hi, Mommy. Look, I'm all greased up.
Well, how nice for you. I think you missed a spot right here on your nose.
OG says, "What's up, brother?"
What's happening, bud?
This is the slight adjustment to the riding mower you were talking about.
Slight 150 horsepower adjustment.
I found Tool Time on Netflix.
Well, with that engine, you won't just be cutting the grass,
Home
you'll be sucking
improvement.
it up by the roots.
Why do you always come out here and mess up?
That was
my
like a
tools?
family show.
Billy says, "What's up, brothers?" OG asks, "You see those decals?"
It's duct
Yeah.
tape, like heating duct.
Well, excuse me, duct tape.
Excuse me while I rinse the side of my face off.
Billy says, "Og looked great."
It's right over there on the pegboard.
Pegboard? What's it doing on the pegboard? Shouldn't tape be in a drawer?
Jill, this is a garage, not fabric world. In a shop, tape hangs on a hook because it has a hole in it.
So does your head, but it's not hanging on a hook.
borrow the tape, promise me you'll put it back where it belongs.
Of course I will. I always do.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Recognize this? Spiral ratchet screwdriver found on the sink this morning. What was that all about?
Well, the ice was all stuck together and I needed something to break it apart.
You're pounding ice with this.
Yeah, it worked great.
Jill, this is a precision tool. It's not an ice pick.
Yeah, don't be silly. Give me the tape.
No. How would you feel if I attacked your little opera record collection and used Madame Butterfly for a frisbee?
You don't touch my records.
Right, because I respect your space. That's your space, your zone. This is my zone, my sacred territory right here.
Oh, so this tool bench is like your altar?
This is where I pray to the tool gods.
Gosh, yeah, I'm so moved. I think that I should sing a chorus of Amazing Wrench.
Don't do this.
Amazing wrench, how sweet the sound.
Do you hear the laughter right here? Just promise me you ask me if you want to borrow a tool.
Okay, fine.
How much you swear?
Oh,
Come on, humor me.
10.
It'll help me emotionally if you do this. Come on, stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up. Put your right arm up. Put your left arm on the tool.
The wrench.
The wrench.
All right. I'll quit watching TV.
Repeat after me. I, Jill.
I
I
do.
do.
I, Jill, swear in this Binford cordless ratchet wrench.
OG says I based one of my roleplay characters I play in Days RP servers off of Tim Allen's character.
I will never touch my husband Tim Taylor's tool bench ever again.
Ever again. Touched it.
Jill,
Touched it, touched it, touched it.
can you feel the anger in this room right now? You've irritated the tool gods. You must now be smeared with the holy grease of disdain.
Tim, don't.
Dash says evening.
What's up, brother?
Tim.
I'm no longer Tim, I'm Zorpius, the tool engine.
OG says I named myself Hardware Hank.
Hardware Hank.
Mark, honey, come on in here. I just want to go for lunch.
Alright, where's the remote go?
Yeah.
Have you seen my sneakers?
Yes, they're in the trash.
You can't throw those away.
Honey, it wasn't my idea. The sneakers begged me. They did. Please, Mrs. Taylor, let us go. We're old. We're tired. We smell.
Mom, these are my favorites. Please.
Okay, duct tape them up. Then you can have a month to say goodbye to him, and then it's a new pair.
Thanks, Mom.
Alright, see if I can get this here. We had some pretty brutal winds today, but I'm actually surprised the Starling stuff all held together. Maybe I just want to sit and eat Cheetos. Nobody cares about my feelings, though. Nobody cares about my feelings. Starling stuff all held together. Boy, that's a delay. So I was actually going to try and take most of tomorrow off to go fishing, but...
I've been playing around with that 36 inches vinyl cutter all day.
Nice. I wish I had time to figure stuff like that out. What I'd really like to have is just get a really decent welder. I could get a lot of stuff done if I had a welder and a plasma cutter. Maybe later on down the line an air arc. But I need a bigger compressor for that. We'll go over what's happening. Tomorrow is all overtime. One of the crew leads, yes sir, just hanging out, streaming with chicken.
Big Daddy yells, "We go!"
Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
We go, V.
'Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God.
Unfortunately, one of our crew leads. Well, I wasn't going to work tomorrow, but one of our crew leads got sick, so I got to run and take the crew out. All the other guys got shit they got to do. It's just windy as hell out. See, that's the advantages to leaving your shit set up. Well, now that you have a fish house that it's easy to do it with. I don't know, I was actually impressed. A lot of the snow stuck to the lake, so. I've heard anywhere, depending on what newscast or what radio station, it's anywhere from 1 to 11 inches, so. Yeah. That's basically how it's gone. According to the National Weather Service, we're just going to be under a winter advisory. But then you listen to everywhere else, we're going to be under a no driving condition, whatever else. I'm like, all right, let me get stranded on the lake. I'm all right with that. So, I don't know yet. We'll see how tonight works out. The first one we started on? Yeah. They as long as I'd stop by there and see if the snow stuck, yeah. It's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit hard. I might move over there Saturday. Or tomorrow even. Yeah. Can I get it? I just need one. Just one. I just need one. Let me go. If you get a lot, let me just get one. I can make that happen. Nah. Well, just let me get one. Just let me get one. Yeah. Yeah, let me know if you hit anything. All right, brother. Yeah, bye. So, Grandma Wonka, long time no see. How are you doing? We're going to be thanking you for that Twitch Prime sub. Spending your Amazon cash here. I appreciate you. Sure, it'd be nice if a fishes would bite. Same combination. Suckerman over in the corner. Fathead down here. That's why we're all the way set up. Maybe I should just retire.
Plan is to move to Nunya tomorrow so you can sit on Saturday during the storm?
Yeah. Well, Matt lives not too far from there, so when we get on Nunya, it'll, if we do get stranded out there, we can literally, his dad will be able to come down and get us, and we can get the skid loader and get off the lake, or make us a path.
OG asks so. I have a 24 cat claws window decal. You want it?
Yep. Yes, I do. It'd look real nice right there. Right there. Had to hang up the moving blanket because the wind was coming straight out of the west. I've learned that I can't always fish with a fish finder because it makes me move stuff when I shouldn't. I know you can't jig anything in this lake. I know that. Nobody's caught anything jigging here, so I just need to let it sit. And if I let it sit, I stand a higher potential of actually catching a fish. But every time I seen something come across the flasher yesterday, I decided to move it around, and I didn't get a fish.
I have to wait for the correct color vinyl to show up. Cat Claus says yes, haha, just give it to Ron.
I'll put it right there. Right there. So that way when the camera's showing, you see the logo right there.
Just kidding.
You know, I know what the problem is. I haven't even, I'm going to wait for this weekend to unbox my cat claws. I am a big fan of this though. Maybe if we hook this up, we'll catch one of them fishes. Some people didn't really get to see this work. Oh, apparently I don't know how to work it either right now. Oh, that's right, you gotta slide it all the way up to the rubber grommet. So then we set this up like so. Actually, I'm gonna set it up on this side because we don't want it right in front of the furnace. You guys still see it? Set this up like so.
Big Daddy yells Ruger wife just subscribed for 62 months in a row.
Well, thank you. now we just wait for a fish to hit it.
Wee Govey says it wouldn't be winter without the Minnesota polar bear out on the ice in a funky little shacks he's built.
I actually didn't build this one. I bought this one. Actually, I didn't buy it yet.
Dash says, wow, 1 month for every year of her life already.
Ooh. But
Wee Govey asks, this is new to this season?
yes. We got to working on the old...
Ruger wife yells, shut up, Dash.
Ooh. Ooh. Getting bad around here, folks. Getting bad around here. The kids are fighting. See, this is what I don't understand. IRL streaming, right? In real life. But nobody wants to see your in real life stuff. So guess what you guys are going to do? You're going to see my in real life stuff. You know why? Because I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to lay right here. I'm gonna watch
OG
my stuff
says
on
the
TV.
cast iron pans are coming out.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm laying down, ducking for cover.
Dash says, I'm 1,200 miles away. I'm feeling brave.
But see, look at this. How does this not make you want to get comfortable? You got a cozy little fireplace. You get to do some lazy man fishing. I mean, how do you beat this? The only time it's uncomfortable is when I'm streaming. Because I feel like I'm going to stir.
OG says, we could be watching IRL eat dinner. He left us in the truck when him and his wife went inside.
Imagine that. See, then you're just cozied on in here, and you fall asleep, and you wait for some assholes to spend some bits and wake you
Ruger
up.
wife says, lol. I'm stuffing my face, so he's also safe for now from that alone.
Wee Govey says, just take a fart or two and we will really be at home.
I'm working on it. Yesterday they were bad because I had chili. My wife made homemade chili. And I had to save enough because, you know, chili's always better the second day. So now when I go home, I'll have some more chili. I'm going to get the garage cleaned out so I can smoke a couple of briskets. Get back to making brisket chili. Had initially only planned working about 4 hours tomorrow. And then as soon as I walked in the door today, the boss was like, yeah, I need you to run a crew tomorrow. Okay. My crew is only one guy, by the way. I just have to show up for Brown. I didn't even do anything. I don't want y'all thinking I'm some kind of big time supervisor or something. I'm not, yeah. My title in the company is a CDL driver, but in our department, it's you do whatever we need you to do. Sometimes I'm a fabricator, sometimes I'm a mechanic, sometimes I'm just a bump on a log. Sometimes I'm a chauffeur. Sometimes I'm a parts runner. Sometimes I'm a floor sweeper. Sometimes I'm a floor scrubber. You know. Sometimes I'm the trash man.
Dash says sounds like the crane parts showed up today. Hopefully it's fixed by morning.
Yeah, weather for you won't get bad until you hit the Iowa-Minnesota border. Getting just north of that, because it looks like that storm front's going to stay right across that. Unless it spreads. I've seen a couple of projected models that it might spread out.
Wee Govey says any fish this year.
Exclamation point latest. I'm just living my best life right now. If there's still some cushion in this couch, it'd be even better.
Dash says I don't think it'll be up that way until middle of next week.
Well, if it gets bad, if it looks like it's getting bad, all you gotta do is call me. I'll be over there Sunday. Actually, I'd be over there Saturday afternoon. I just supposed to go all day Saturday, but
Wee Govey says 3 days ago since last fish it looks like not too bad.
I wasn't out here very late last night. For some reason, the bite doesn't seem to be starting until about 9 o'clock right now. But we just got a bunch of snow last night, and the wind has changed directions. And you wouldn't think that would make a difference, being that we're sitting on top of almost 28 inches of ice. But it does.
Dash says no worries, Dad can break shit again.
Well, it doesn't bother me to go over and help out. At least I can go over and do the apartments, if you need me to go do those.
Wee Govey says, are you doing your famous fish fry yet?
I have not done one yet. Once we get more into pan season, I will. I'll do one here, maybe. I just honestly will go. I haven't been able to get on the fish enough to make it worth. The only reason I'm sitting here is because it's the only spot I've been able to catch at least 1 or 2 walleyes every night.
Dash says I got the apartment hired out.
Oh, right on. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't bother me none. Give me a holler. I'm going to have to go up and do the work parking lot anyways.
Wee Govey says shit man now is walleye good for the fish fry.
Well, usually I try to go somewhere, and maybe I might just do that yet this weekend. I don't know. None of the lakes have been hitting very well at all. Be nice to get.
Dash says I will if needed for sure. Big Daddy Yells Main Event 2828 just subscribed.
Thank you, Main Event. I don't know why my sound alerts aren't working again. Laser beam set, yeah. Pure sine wave, 500 watt pure sine wave power inverter. And
Main Event 2828 says love the vibes always, Ron.
Well, I appreciate you. You guys have been keeping minnows and propane around here, so I'm alright. I actually been keeping the interweb on, as shitty as it's been, but last couple of nights Starlink's been going through some updates, so we'll see. But we're in prime time, so I don't expect it to go on unproblematic, because it seems like as we get later into the stream.
Whatever it takes.
The main reason I lay down is so that way the heat gets...
Dash says still 76 degrees here. AC has been rocking it today.
Damn. We're definitely making more ice. I've been studying this well, I haven't really been studying it, but the thing that has been on my mind a lot in scripture is be renewed, or how's it go? Oh, why am I drawing a blank? I was thinking about it all day today. I had the scripture stuck in my head. Oh, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I had to think about that because I was pretty upset this morning, having to drive 100 miles to get a plow put on a truck, and roads were crap and weather was garbage and couldn't hardly see the road. And that scripture just kept popping in my head today. And by the time I got halfway down there, I was alright. The people were really, really nice down there. That place would be very dangerous for me if I ended up with a lot of money. If it has to do with any truck, they have it. You can bring a bone stock pickup truck down there and come back and be all lifted up and overlanding ready. Why does this stream make me tired? Somebody talk to me. Explain this to me. It's always about this time of night I get just dog tired.
Wee Govey says you need coffee, sir.
My only issue with making coffee is how late it's going to keep me up. I mean, tomorrow I don't have to be on the road until 6.
That nighttime coffee hits right, especially out on the ice. Oh baby, hits you right in the soul.
Yes, it does. My fear is I won't be able to go to sleep, though. Hell with it, I'm going to do it.
OG says cause you are on a lake where you can't wiggle your rod in your ice hole.
Yeah.
Wee Govey says let's party like it's 1969.
That was a great year for hot rods. Sure glad I banked the fish house up, man, the way the wind was blowing in. I'd have come into a fish house full of snow, I'd have blown it right up through the holes. Yeah. Oh.
Dash says BRB.
ASAP. Over there in the refrigerator. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we fell out on the floor. Caramel cappuccino. I've done something I want to drink right now. Go over here to the other side. There's old classic roast. Coffee. Do that every time. Time to hear the old genitator kick on.
Wee Govey says how many inches of ice do we have?
About 28 inches. What? Did you hear that asshole talking shit behind me? Ooh, I hope his breath don't stink.
Billy says I am sure you'll see a lot of face palm videos. We had 58 miles per hour gusts today and 0 snow on Bago. The shanties were sailing as far as the eye could see. Wee Govey says good lord, that's thick.
Get a spoon. Down goes the water.
You must have damn near the whole auger in there.
Yeah. I'm probably going to have to grab my extension because I'm getting to the point where I'm going to need it. And then we'll be going down to 8-inch holes.
Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God.
This is why I need a bigger generator. Most days I'm just fine. But like now, like anytime I use anything and the generator kicks, it shuts the TV off, messes with the star.
Can I get a fucking oh yeah?
Do we have pizza rolls by any chance on hand?
No. See what my check looks like this week. Maybe we'll do some air fryer steaks. Yeah, it shuts the Starlink and everything off when it hits. That's why we'll have that 500 watt inverter. Come on with my coffee already.
Air fryer steaks, oh shit, that sounds good. Matt DA9 says, where's my Cheetos?
Oh yeah? Right here, motherfucker, now what? Now what? Come get them. Cheetos. Anything else, sir? Call me out like I ain't got no Cheetos around here. Oh, that smells good.
Please share your Cheetos with me.
Come get them. You ain't waiting on me, mother trucker. We're waiting on you.
And I might share my barbecue brisket, Sammy. Wee Govey says this coffee going to hit, I can feel it from here. Matt DA9 says, how goes it, Ron?
Good, how are you doing, brother?
Wee Govey says, so is this a converted old camper or what's the fish house made from? Matt DA9 asks, Black Rifle Coffee?
No, it's a great value classic roast. I've actually had it for 3 years now. Got it the year before last, got it on sale. My wife went overboard, bought a ton of it. And last year I didn't get to hardly drink none of it. People are like, oh, I wouldn't drink that. I'm like, it's in a sealed K cup. What is it going to do? How does it go bad in a sealed K cup? If you guys haven't seen in Discord, you can see the mounts I got fabbed up on here for the Starlink now. I'm very impressed with the amount of wind that we had today. I know it was 40 plus miles an hour. I'd heard speculations up to 60. And,
that cup of Joe looks perfect. Enjoy. Wee Govey says, wow, great setup. Are you running the underwater camera currently?
Nah, they're worthless after it gets dark. You turn the light on and the fish won't come around. They're not scared by the camera itself, it's the light. So I did find out, we've been talking about that lake study they're doing here in Minnesota for forward-facing sonar. There's actually a few things they're researching. One,
Is that the ice cracking I hear?
yep, we're making ice. It's moving a lot because of the wind. But, so with this lake study they're doing here in Minnesota, there's a few things that they're targeting. One, they want to cut the limits. They want to
Big
cut
Daddy
them in half.
yells at
Welcome
Mickey
to
Mouse
my
for just
house.
subscribed for 19 months in a row.
'Cause these are my
Hey,
people.
ask how y'all doing. How was the kingdom?
This is my land. This is my land. This is what we pray for. And this is God's plan. This is God.
Mickey Monster. Oh, here's what's happening. Yeah, this is the reason I don't want a bigger generator, because it cuts all my stuff off. I can run it through the power inverter, but if I just leave the 12-volt stuff on the battery bank, the solar panel keeps
OG's
sucking
little
it.
monster says hiya.
How are you doing?
Main event 2828 says let's go. OG's little monster says just ducky. Mad DA9 says when does your weekend start?
Sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Same here, and it's been a week.
I don't mind being at work as long as the boss has got something for me
Loki
to do.
Fishing says howdy Ron and chat.
Loki, what's happening? Like tomorrow I'll be on all overtime, so
Mad DA9 says I am a self-motivated software engineer
damn.
with limited direction.
I wish I would have taken more into computers growing up. But I grew up in an
Hey
area
at
where-
Loki Fishing.
I grew up in an area where they told you computers would never be a thing.
Loki Fishing yells hey Matt. Barrican says howdy folks.
American, what's up, brother?
Loki Fishing says computers are a fad.
Well, I grew up in a really small farming community,
Mad DA9 says hey at Barrican.
so you either got into the trades or you got into farming. Well, my family farm wasn't big enough to make a living off of, so I went to school for mechanics. And now the older I am and my knees are shot, I kind of wish I would have went into like cabinetry or woodworking. That's what I wish I'd have done. Problem is sell off all my mechanics tools and get some woodworking tools. I really want to learn to build things better. I can weld, you know, like doing the frame for the fish house is no problem. It's like doing the detail work inside is where I'm going to have the issue. And with the time constraints of my job, I'm pretty certain I'll just have to buy a different one when I decide to get one. I got a really phenomenal quote on getting an aluminum frame built, a hydraulic aluminum frame. But I'm pretty sure as my knees get worse, you're going down south for the winter. Means I'm either going to get
Loki Fishing asks, did you make the rod holders on the wall? Dash says at
No.
Barracan, start practicing up on the Star Spangled Banner number 51.
No, I actually bought that at a box store. They had it on clearance.
Matt DA9 says no cat names tonight at Ron Cleveland.
No cat names. It would be nice to have a workshop where I could do a plethora of things, you know, from woodworking to metalworking, things like that. Fishing Solo, what is up, brother? I'm going to give that man a shout out. The Florida legend.
OG asks, do I have two?
Oh, absolutely. That guy's going to take me out to catch peacock bass. That's my tour guide for peacock bass.
Off the bridge or the jetty? O'Hays says, I wonder what peacock base tastes like.
I don't have a clue. I don't even know if people eat them. So, do they eat peacock bass? Is that just one of them?
Barracan says fish.
Hey, Barracan's starting a comedy channel. It's like mud. Are you guys going all computer nerd? Oh my Gertie. They're going straight computer nerd over here on my stream. We don't do the nerd out thing.
O'Hays says, let me stuff these nerds in a locker.
I watched Berica do code on my computer one time, writing a program for my stream, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Dude just bangs it out.
Barrican says at O'Hays, try it, bitch. At MattDA9 about the same. Throw in some PHP and Rust and a few others, lol.
Nah. They haven't been coming in until really late. Usually after 9 o'clock now.
OG says I mean, with all the AI and copy pasta these days. Code practically writes itself. MattDA9 says cool at Barrican. Barrican says Og, that comment makes me want to unmod you and ban you. OG says LMAO.
Uh-oh. The nerd herd is fighting. Calm down. Calm down.
MattDA9 says we will have to connect on Discord at Barrican.
No, I'm actually pretty jealous. Wish I knew more about how to use computers and do stuff.
At Og Burnout Instabin.
I need to start, once the ice comes off the lake, I need to start sitting down and working on a few things that I have in my head.
Barrican says using AI for code. So icky. MattDA9 says not good. We won't go there.
Well, there is a Minnesota-based company that,
Regular TV says never too late. You probably already know more than my boss. OG says I wish I knew how to code. Then I could make $50 for a setup and $10 a month to host people.
more to it than that. That I do know. I've seen that go down. Takes way more than that. The reason more people don't do it is because people don't want to pay for it. I feel bad for a lot of the guys that build programs for Twitch, man. They get dicked. Like, I've had the privilege of watching Barrican build certain things, like from scratch.
Barrican says at OG Burnout, haha, that's the family discount. OG says exactly. MattDA9 says at OG Burnout, I can offer you part-time work dusting out PCs for $50 a tower.
Now, see, that I can do. I can do that. I can do that. See, I went to school for IT, but I did the I did the network setups back when everything was hardwired.
OG says I would 100% do that.
But there wasn't, when I went to school for IT, internet wasn't it was a thing, but it wasn't a big thing. It was more being able to build computers and set up in-house networks. You know, like going to JCPenney's and wiring all the registers.
Matt DA9 says for a fee at Fishing Solo.
Oh.
Barrican says at Matt
Absolutely.
DA9, so really what you're saying here is you're offering Og a job for giving blowjobs for $50 a pop. Matt DA9 says at Barrican, yes, exactly, lol.
No, believe it or not, I'm pretty. The reason the fry pan came about is because I tried.
OG
doing some
says
of my own
$50
stuff.
is $50.
Amen to that, OG. Preach it.
Matt DA9 says damn straight. Barrican asks Carrot, that's like what, 18 eggs? Matt DA9 says upcharge on eggs now local restaurants. I need to lurk now. Barrican says, and here in Canada I can go and get a dozen eggs for $2.50. That's like $1.80 US. OG says I don't get this egg stuff. I get the same dozen eggs for $2.99 that I have for the last 10 years.
It's all a scam. Well, I can tell you, just being in the poultry industry, that the here in Minnesota, the poultry has been hit very hard with AI, and I can tell you the East Coast is getting slammed. Those of you who don't know what AI is, it's avian influenza.
It's because Biden ordered billions of chickens killed.
Oh no, it's been a thing since 2015. anytime it was something that was set up back in 2015, they do what's called depopping a barn. And basically, they have to come up with a humane way to. They've had to come up with a humane way to kill an entire barn or kill an entire farm off. No, and way back in the, was it probably 15 or 20 years ago, they had a really bad outbreak of it, and this year the number one transporter of it's been the Canadian Bombers.
Dash asks they still gas them?
No, they foam them. Basically, it's a foam. The birds go to sleep. They never wake up. And then they have to incinerate them.
Barrican says, did you say foam? Sounds like a messy job. Dash says, what a waste.
Yeah, but we're required to do it by law until the government says different. Because there's been supposed cases of humans getting avian influenza. I'm like, well, then it wouldn't be avian influenza anymore.
To Laserbeam says, yo howdy.
What's up, brother?
O'Hays says, is that a work shirt?
You writing a book? Are you writing a book? That's what I want to know. Are you writing a book?
To Laserbeam says, I see you found your ion battery charger.
Yeah, I was in the back of the truck. I forgot one other time. I just used that little...
O'Hays says, yes, I am halfway done.
Good, leave that chapter out. And don't think I'm just being rude to you always. I say the same thing to my wife.
Dash says yes. Yes, he does.
Let's see. Really? They got a 6,100 pound SUV on here. I have no idea what this fish house weighs.
OG says we need to set a goal sometime to get Solo up here ice fishing.
Oh no, my first goal is to get down there and do some saltwater fishing because I've never been saltwater fishing. That's goal number one. You know, if I could be one of them, if I had big boobs and no talent, I'd probably have enough to buy a big enough fish house to host a whole bunch of people. But unfortunately, I got a fat gut and a bald head. That means I actually have to talk to people.
It's the same as freshwater fishing. Cast, retrieve.
Maybe, maybe not. Well, ice fish is just sit and wait. Normally when I'm not streaming, I'm watching a great movie of some sort. Like now that I know Home Improvement is on Netflix, I'd probably be watching Home Improvement, binge watching the hell out of it, which I may do this weekend. I might just sit around, sing some minnows, try and drown them dudes, and watch Home Improvement all weekend. I could do that.
Wee Govey says you are in good shape.
Round is a great shape. You know what? When's the last time you heard of him kidnapping a fat person?
Your biggest worry is cracking that son of a bitch and going south. Retro says fight COVID with Paxlovid.
I fought COVID by going to work. My favorite was all the people that were going,
Ron, you ain't in suspenders, what the same hell?
I decided to be in something a little more comfortable, okay? Can I do that? Can I do that? No, mainly it's because I knew I was going to be sitting in a waiting room for 6 hours today, so.
Not okay. No.
You're not
No.
the boss of me.
You can't.
Bro. You're not the boss of me. I already have a wife. I don't need a second one. Now what? I said it. Winning. This is what winning looks like.
LMAO.
Yeah, this is what winning looks like. You'll have to try it sometime.
Wee Govey says what's on the menu for a snacky poo?
Oh, nothing. I got chili waiting on me when I get home. Low bit rate. Imagine that. Still tired. I was gonna look something up on the old Amazon.
You aren't sleeping out here anymore like old days?
No, because of my new job, there's no way. It's pointless. I wouldn't be able to have any fishing lines down. I only get about 5, maybe 6 hours of sleep a night as it is.
Damn sorry to hear that, man. It was epic when you lived out here full time. Oh, if only we didn't need to work.
Yeah. You were not lying about that.
OG asks, I have to ask. At the start of the stream, there was a stream-a-thon timer up. You planning something?
Not that I know of. We tried last weekend, but people don't like my rates.
Retro says I say anything about sub or subathon and MFERS haul ass, but then want to come and ask me questions about their vehicle. Moochers.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I mean, I've done a 61
Want
day
something for
subathon.
nothing, but then want more. WTF.
That thing is flying. Holy crap. Well, you gotta-
Barrican says at Retro's Chop Shop, oh how I know that. It doesn't change for the tech side of things, buddy.
And it stopped.
OG says need to set up a 500-bit command to ask a vehicle question.
That's a good idea.
Retro says I had a tech company and was doing okay, but COVID trashed that.
I had a courier business, was doing phenomenal. Then the company I signed on with, the owner got greedy and trashed it in 6 months. You know what you could do there, my Chevy loving brother? You could set up a TTS system where it's sub only for TTS, and they're the only ones who can actually ask questions. That means I'd actually have to start subbing to your channel instead of just gifting subs. I haven't been over there and gifted any yet this month, have I? I think I did. Did I gift subs this month on your channel? I forgot. The temperature is 9.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not too bad. It's the wind that makes it really, really cold. I actually had to hang up the moving blanket in the back of the fish house. Yeah, pretty much.
Big Daddy says the weather for Ron is clear. Temperature 10F, minus 12C.
Wrong again,
Wind speed
bot.
16 miles per hour direction. WNW. Humidity 72%. Feels like minus 6F, minus 21C.
Wrong again, bot.
Barracan says, well, that is based on your home location.
it's still wrong. It's off by 0.2 degrees. It's off by 0.2 degrees. It's wrong. It's wrong. Come on, fish. You know, I should just fall asleep. I actually seem to make some money when I fall asleep. Is that wrong? That's got to be wrong. That's got to be wrong on so many levels to even say something like that. Yeah, I'll go to sleep because then people will pay me. They'll pay me to shut the front door. That's what they're going to do. Shut the front door, dude. Catch a fish. Shut up. Shut
OG
up.
says I'm sure you being on the lake has nothing to do with the temp difference. Barrican says we just need to move lakes.
Is that what it is? Alright, well, let's put up a poll. We'll let y'all decide. Barrican, you got a pen and paper handy. I know you don't normally use that kind of stuff, but you got it handy. I'm going to give you some lake names and you can put up a poll. Because I'm going to lay here and stretch out. Oh, look at that old fat roll hanging out, old muffin top right there, man. Look at that dude. Look like a beached whale just rolled over.
Retro says pull D's.
Can't pull in your imagination, dude.
Barrican says in fact, I need you to go into work tomorrow. Tell your boss you're taking next week off and pack this bitch up and tow it up to LOTW.
Fuck that. Raise $2,000 in donations and I'll go rent a resort up there. Go rent a resort house. I'll bring the old Starlink with me. Let's see how it does there on the Canadian border. Hustle it up, Barrican. $1,000 gets me about 3 days. That pays for meals and filleting my fish and $80K was happening.
You can drag Walleye out too. Get him off Red Dead 2 lol. Retro says at a DK 5,565.
I'm just laying here being lazy. This couch isn't very comfortable, so I constantly have to change positions on it now. If I had the ambition, I would take it out and just sit in a regular chair in here, but I don't have the ambition. Low bit rate. Thank you, Starlink. My problem is
Barrican says it's fine here.
Why does it keep popping up a little bit rate on my TV then? Oh, what a great stream. Yeah, there you go. Put up a dono goal for an LOTW trip. We got a week to raise the money.
So what are the lakes?
Okay, so we got Lake Nunya. We got Dees. We got Lake RCO that we're on. We got Town Lake. And that's pretty much it for where I'd be able to fish with my work schedule. Town Lake was one of the first lakes we were on. It was actually the second lake we were on this season. We got walleyes and crappies there. Nunya is usually pretty good. It should start picking up now that we've got some snow on the lake. These is where I got the 5 13-inch crappies and the couple of northerns, one walleye. And that's where Jim Alley got a northern and a walleye. Got here, I've gotten probably a dozen walleyes out of here. Just Lake RCO. We've caught fish on every lake, we just haven't caught a lot of them. It's not like it's been years prior. Oh, and we got Green Lake. That's the big lake.
OG says 60 people in chat. 3 votes. Wake up chat. Poll is up. Get your vote in. Don't be digging up Granny to vote neither. Leave that shit for 2028.
Oh. TV froze. Low bitrate. Bink. Boom. Back on it. Y'all wake me up when you decide.
Big Daddy yells Jim out once. 1,000 bits.
Went down the highway, broke the limits, we hit the town.
My brother from another mother coming and dumping off 1,000 biddies. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Jim Maui asks, is the counter right? 0 fish?
It is correct, sir. They've been coming in really late here all of a sudden. And now we got snow last night. We got really bad wind and a complete wind change, so I don't know. I got 2 dancing minnows and no dancing fish. So there's a poll up for lakes. No. Come on, fish. Is nobody voting on this poll or what? I can't even see it. I won't know the results until the results are in.
OG says 60 in chat. 8 vote. Barracan says 9 votes.
That just scared the shit out of me. I literally just dozed off. That just scared the shit out of me. Fucking Rockabilly. Should raise that one to $100 and then see who plays it.
Jim Maui says I hammered slab blue gills yesterday.
Nice. I look forward to coming down and fishing with you this summer. Now that I know I got, now that we got everything straightened out, I can come down there and come hang out with you. Be great, because I'm usually looking for something to do. What?
Retro says the lake I wanted isn't on there.
What lake? What lake did you want?
Dash says Lillian. Jim Maui says we'll have to hit up that spot I told you about. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, brother. I really am.
Retro says Lake Titicaca.
Well, I don't have one of them yet. Ooh, I do. But that one's over a half hour away. That's my end of the season lake. Sledhead, what's happening? I'm in here laying around like a beached whale, man. Hey, Minner. Wake up, dude.
That's a funny ass name for a lake.
That'll be a weekend lake. Ice rods matter. Yeah, they haven't been coming in here until right around 9 o'clock or later. Question is,
Barrican says lol Billy spending points for extra votes. Retro yells wasn't Nunya a flop too?
they've all been a flop compared to normal. I've hit all the lakes I normally hit, and normally I'm crushing fish by this time of year, and they're just, they just have not been active this year at all. Like a lot of guys have been running up north. I got a buddy of mine that sold all his fishing stuff this year. Sold his fish house, his portables, all his extra shit. And he just goes up to a resort once a month. Up north. He said he's tired of fighting with it down here. We got people coming from all over the state to come fish these lakes out here.
I am excited for spring, summer fishing.
I gotta get the boat ready to go for that.
Barrican says I voted for Lake Town. At least something we haven't been on this year.
We've been on it this year. It's the one me and Youngin were fishing this year. It's one him and I were fishing. They've been on all the lakes. The normals, been on all of them.
Retro asks, did you eat Cheetos? Cheetos. Billy says, lol Barrican, I have good intel about Nunya.
It's going to be a crapshoot anywhere I go. But I'll let you guys decide, so that way if I fail, it's your fault. You guys have watched me in the past 5 years fish every body of water around here and have very good success. This has been one of my worst full years of ice
Retro
fishing.
says maybe fish want a Cheeto.
I'm not getting a damn Cheeto.
Jim Maui says at Retro's Chop Shop, lol.
I'll eat the Cheetos.
Retro says LMAO.
They got minnows. They got big minnows.
Dash says they prefer the crunchy, he has puffy.
See, Sled, that just shows you.
Retro says them damned OL cheesy puffs.
Cheesy poofs. I do minnow shots. I used to do minnow shots all the time.
I love those in flaming hot Cheetos.
Hell, I got Jay Streezy and a whole bunch of people 1 year up on Mille Lacs to do minnow shots. We had Tukawilla doing them. Boys from Iowa or Ohio. We had everybody doing minnow shots. When I was growing up, that was a rite of passage into the fish house. Minnow in a shot glass full of homemade moonshine.
Oh yeah, here in West Virginia we produces some straight fire Mountain Dew. Shit will curl your butt airs.
I learned to make really good stuff out of Tennessee. Out of the Big Saudi Mountains. Oh, that was a pretty good bounce. That might be the minnow though. What happened with the pole? Nobody told me. What lake won?
Nunya won.
Oh yeah? Guess we're moving to Nunya tomorrow. I'll post pictures in Discord. How
Dash says thank you for that. I forgot my soda in the freezer until you cracked that Coke open. Retro says I voted F for Lake D's. To hell with typing shit correctly.
I just got to decide if I want to stream on during the weekend. I could start out tomorrow night with like a 2 or 3 hour stream, and then yeah, and you guys to keep it going for the weekend. Start a timer at like 3 hours. And then you can decide whether or not I stream all weekend or not. Be your choice. Based on how deep you want your pockets.
Billy says $20 for 2 hours.
Nope. We're not doing all that again. There'll be no happy hours. There'll be no bargains. There'll be none of that.
LMAO.
That's fine, Billy. We could do that. We'll do that. I'm going to start the stream off with Heartland going as loud as I can in the background because I know you love that. I gotta see what kind of deals old Hobo Freight's got going on. Gotta watch every once in a while they drop them old See, Billy, one thing I do is possess the power to kill a streamathon anytime I want, or subathon.
That is a fact. Barrican asks, have we been on the Monarch Lake?
I don't even know which one that is. Oh, they got the 5,000 watt Predator on sale. If you guys could pull it off all weekend, I would buy a brand new generator. A brandy spanking new generator.
Due east of this lake.
Oh, no. That lake froze out 2 years ago.
West, not east, lol.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, it froze out 2 years ago. They got the Predator 3500 on sale. That's the question.
What about the Color Lake North? Lol.
That one was supposed to be on the pole. But we were on there once already. Didn't catch fish. That's the lake the jacks broke.
What one is that?
The Color Lake.
D's?
No, the Color Lake is the one I broke the jacks on, didn't catch fish. It's the big lake. And D's is almost due east of here, past Nunya. Yeah, actually it is. It's straight due east of here. D's is.
What's it code name?
Which one are you talking about? You've listed like 2 different lakes, 3 different lakes already. So going...
I need a map of codename Lakes Lol.
D's is the one where I caught the 5 13-inch crappies. The lake due north of here is where I broke the jacks on the fish house. The Color Lake is where I broke the jacks on the fish house and caught nothing.
Billy says green was supposed to be on pole Barracan ya jackass.
I caught absolutely, that's the one lake I got skunked on this year. So let me figure out projected nominal rates here. Would I buy a generator or would I buy a welder? That's the question.
Barracan says I demeed it. I could do this welder. $800. Multi-processor. 120, 240. MIG, TIG, and stick. Yeah. Retro says MiG 140 at Harbor Freight is top notch.
Well, I'm looking at the Titanium Ultimate or Unlimited 200.
Here. URL.
Now you're gonna make me try and hopefully it'll pop back up here.
Oops. I can't weld worth a shit, but I can with that.
Yeah, I'd burn that one up. Not even gonna lie, I would burn that one up with the kind of welding I do. That dude ain't gonna hold up to doing what I'm doing. I'd have to get the big dog. I'd have to get its big brother. You DM'd it.
I weld rarely.
Well, I like welding.
Making throttle brackets and shit.
Yeah, no, I weld like frames and structures and stuff like that. Yeah, for little putz welding, it'd be great.
At Matt DA9 hell ye boy.
Can't weld your imagination, man.
Matt DA9 says I have returned, my belly is full.
My beard itches. Dry skin.
Loki Fishing says these dang fish don't eat.
No, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that we've had no snow cover, so the vegetation under the lake is actually still green. It's still producing natural food for them. Makes it really, really tough. The ones I'm catching here are the ones that are running in to go into feed. But with the lake shifting as hard as it is, the barometric pressure is okay. Should be okay.
Damn vegan fish.
Yep.
like you're downright bitchy. I think I'm adorable. Boy.
Well, I think it's about final dip time, because I do have to work in the morning. Final dip. Go out and start the truck. She can get warmed up. And we'll come in and clean up the menders. And by mañana, so here's what I'm going to initiate doing. Tomorrow night, we'll fire up the stream. I don't know if Barrican can have a timer ready by then that works. It's going to cost you $1 a minute. However that works with gift subs, all that stuff. That's how it's going to work. You might think that's a little asinine, but you know what? I really don't want to do it. People keep asking me to do it. I'm not going to do it on their terms. I'm going to do it on mine. If this is going to happen, I'm going to prosper out of this deal. I'm going to get some essential stuff that I want to get for future projects. Either it's going to be a generator or a welder. And if it goes all weekend, that means I can get both. Or I might get a welder and a plasma cutter. Then we can do some fab work in the shop, instead of me having to run everywhere else. Hell, I might even build my own camper fish house. We'll see. We'll leave the ball on your court. Just go on your couch, collect your change. Don't rob a bank. It doesn't work. Take it from me. I know this. But I'm guessing after my stream tomorrow night, it'll be pretty well done. But that's my stipulations. There's not going to be any specials. There's not going to be nothing. I don't don't give a shit about money, but if I'm going to do something I don't really want to do, I'm going to get something out of it. More than a couple tanks of propane and a tank of gas. Right? Right. And the room went silent. The room is silent. Everybody's like, screw
Retro
that.
says right.
Everybody's like, screw that. I'm not paying.
Mad
because-"
DA9 says no inked money allowed, no fun.
Well, you got 3 ways to keep the camera on. You can donate cash. You can send bits or do subs. I'm guessing we'll get about 10 minutes extra, and everybody's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not paying for that. There's people right now in the background going, that's bullshit. This dude isn't even.
I love
streaming."
the idea.
Well, the thing is people are just going to be like, well, I'm not paying that. Well, that's fine. Those are also the same people who think that all the content should be free and there shouldn't be subs and anything like that, and that streamers shouldn't make any money. You know, not that, you know, they don't realize what it costs to do this. I mean, my internet, my cloud server alone are just over $500 a month. Or $300 a month, sorry, I apologize. And then you tie in the streaming phone into that, that makes it right around $400 a month. That's just to turn the camera on. That's it. It's $400 a month just to turn the camera phone on. Because I can't do anything from my house. We've tried 100 times trying to run it from my house, and my internet is garbage at my house. As far as doing streaming stuff with. We have tried for years. We have fought it and fought it and fought it, and we fought it again. And finally I got irritated with it because, like, running my bot or trying to start my stream from a remote location was absolutely horrible. I got tired of dealing with it. So I made the choice to pay the $126 a month that it costs. Starlink is $165 a month. And my phone is, what is it, $87 or $88 a month? And I don't care. I make good money to pay for it. That's why it's on. I told y'all, if we came up with the money to buy the Starlink, I can afford to keep it on. I make good money, but I'm not going to dedicate my entire paycheck to streaming. Actually, yeah. No. I was like, I could make enough money to go to Lake of the Woods if it stayed on all weekend, but I don't want to. I want to get some permanent stuff for future things that I'm going to be working on. Even if I got a generator, I can get a generator and get the boat fixed, so that way we got a boat to go fish out of this spring. And maybe have enough left over to get a bow mount trolling motor for it. Yeah, I could spend it all on a really nice trolling motor. They sure aren't giving these away no more. Go get one with auto deploy and all that shit. That'd be pretty cool. Should be looking on the old face palm.
Top right at Thortle 23.
Sort of, I don't know. The fishing lately has just been horrible this year.
Correct.
I gotta go out and start the truck.
Retro says Big OL goose egg.
Yeah, story of my life this year. They're camera shy. They don't like.
It will get better.
They don't like streaming. We'll see what happens on Nunya though, since it's where y'all voted to go. We haven't done real good on Nunya the 3 times we've been there this year, but we'll try her out.
Matt DA9 says no worries at Thortle 23.
Whew. My underwater camera's supposed to be back on Saturday.
Retro yells, Santa, is that you?
It could be. It very well could
Matt DA9 says ho ho ho.
We can put the permanent covers in since we're moving tomorrow. Now, if we don't get any fish, it's Billy's fault. And if I catch a whole bunch of fish off stream, it's y'all's fault.
Retro says closes porthole. Matt DA9 says rattle reel at Thortle 23 wakes Ron from nap to rip fish out of hole. I plead the fifth.
Oh, if I was feeling ambitious, I'd just lift it up and drag it home with me tonight. It's not really feeling that ambitious. I know I'm going to get out here tomorrow. I wish I would have. But
Retro asks at Matt DA9 how you feeling OL bud.
I got a mod that can do a raid. It's crazy because usually by this time of year I'm jig fishing.
Matt DA9 says at Retro's Chop Shop much better.
What, were you sick?
Held down food today.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I had that influenza A couple weeks ago. That shit was brutal.
Retro says no more shitting through a screen door. Good deal.
Oh, timer's up.
Matt DA9 says yes at Retro's Chop Shop. Barracan says timer is done.
Well, you have to restart it, but so you guys decide whether I stream on my day off. My day's off.
Matt DA9 asks Bug.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow the old.
How did this get past Caw at Barracan?
So basically what's going to happen is tomorrow night, I'm going to get out here, I'm going to stream, and you guys will be the deciding factor.
Barracan asks how did what?
You guys will be the deciding factor of how long I stream this weekend. That means
I was running the timer.
you'll be able to increase it by cash donations, whether through Venmo or PayPal, subs, gift subs, and bits. Well, I hate to tell y'all, but the Lucky Lou is calling my name. Barracan or somebody, please find somebody for me to raid, because I'm going to be right back screen. So have your notifications on tomorrow. We'll see what happens, because we'll catch you from Lake Nunya.
Oh shit.
Z-Pan yells fish on. Mervin says let's fucking go.
That's a nice crappie there.
Z-Pan yells what I say. Let's go. Reformed Panty says welp I am out. Have a good one, chat.
Love the view. Hope you are doing well.
Oh yeah, doing very well.